I'm John Stokes, live in the 24/7 WBT News Center with the 10:30 report. Your top local story: a bizarre incident this morning at a North Charlotte school, where a student at Turning Point Academy on West Sugar Creek suffered minor injuries. CMS says the student pulled the cap off a pen and it exploded, sending plastic into the student's hand. No one else was hurt. The CMBD bomb squad searched the building. No other incidents are reported.
The injured student was taken to Presbyterian Hospital in Huntersville with minor injuries.
Yeah, they said he was bleeding like real bad on his arms from the little, I guess, the stuff that was in there.
Student Bryant McElwain told WBT's Chris Miller it sounds like a classroom prank that went a little too far.
The dude that made it told him to push it, and he pushed it, and then it popped all on him.
So someone handed it to him and told him to push it, or?
More than likely, yeah.
I'm Jim Barrow, live in the 24/7 WBT News Center with a 5 o'clock report. Your top local story: 3 firefighters have suffered minor injuries as part of a follow-up investigation to a booby-trapped pen that exploded this morning at Turning Point Academy in North Charlotte. The investigation apparently led authorities to the 10,600 block of Mount Holly Road this afternoon. That's where 3 firefighters suffered minor injuries themselves. The fire department is just calling it a hazmat response right now. We still don't know exactly what happened or how it happened, whether the firefighters accidentally opened something else that might have been booby-trapped or if someone else triggered something. But again, no serious injuries. Mount Holly Road is blocked off at that location. This is being taken quite seriously by authorities. Federal agencies are involved. No reports so far of any arrests. WBT's Chris Miller's on the scene near the house on Mount Holly Road. He's been gathering information and joins us now live with details of this ongoing story. Chris?
Well, Jim, this has certainly become more than just a classroom prank. As you mentioned, police have sealed off the 10,600 block of Mount Holly Road. This is the home to the 16-year-old student who brought the pen bomb to school today. Police are describing that pen device as being more serious than some gag pen. Now, within the past 2 hours, police and fire showed up here with a search warrant. They were greeted by the Turning Point student's 15-year-old brother. They also found chemicals in the house. They are not sure how much of a chemical pile we're talking about in this home. The fire department was testing one of those chemicals, and there was an explosion. 3 firefighters had injuries to their face, a burn much like the student who was injured this morning at Turning Point Academy. But again, that was a minor injury. They have about a quarter of a mile to a half-mile radius of this home cordoned off. They're turning cars away. That 16-year-old and his 15-year-old brother are down at police headquarters being interviewed. A spokesperson tells me more than likely there will be charges against those 2 teens. Reporting live from North Charlotte, Chris Miller, WBT News.
Just to give you an idea of how serious this pen explosion was, shrapnel from the initial explosion did travel 15 feet across the room. So that'll give you a little bit of an idea of how powerful the explosive was.
Police spokesman Bob Fay says the bomb squad is still removing chemicals from the home.
Once we got to the residence, our fears were confirmed as far as what exactly we were dealing with once we got inside.
Fay would not identify the chemicals involved, nor would officials with the Charlotte Fire Department. Several controlled detonations have echoed through the neighborhood as the bomb squad carefully removes chemicals from the home of the Turning Point student, whom a police source identifies as 16-year-old Jesse Bogus. The source says Bogus will be charged with possession of a weapon of mass destruction. The source also says the pen bombing was not a prank. Someone was meant to be hurt, but it was still unclear whom Bogus was targeting. Reporting from North Charlotte, Chris Miller, WBT News. I'm WBT's Chris Miller in North Charlotte.
It's been a while since I've been involved in an operation like this.
Commander Brian Foley with CMPD's bomb squad says the chemical that was used in the pen bombing at Turning Point Academy was triacetone triperoxide, or TATP, the same chemical used in 2001 by would-be shoe bomber Richard Reed. What's more, Foley says there was enough TATP in the home here on Mount Holly Road to not only blow up the house they have been searching, but also several other homes nearby, which is why they have been so painstakingly slow in removing the chemicals. Meantime, 16-year-old Jesse Bogus, the Turning Point student whom police say took the explosive pen to school, was denied bail today on his weapon of mass destruction charge. Reporting from North Charlotte, Chris Miller, WBT News.